Hi there, my name's Carole and I'm currently based in Birmingham in the UK. I have just finished my second season of LMA and I started in the back end of June 2020. It feels like a lot longer than that, but because I've made a lot of progress in a relatively short period of time, what, three and a bit months? Uh, so, um, Prior to joining LMA, our family had gone through a bereavement, but in my life, things had been going sideways for a long time. And I had been putting sticking plasters on things, hoping that, I could sort of somehow muddle through and things would be okay. But what I found was that I was sweeping a lot of stuff under the carpet, shoving things in corners and throwing a blanket over it, hoping it would just disappear. And things that were from my past, I don't know if you can relate, was pushing them down, literally trying to push them down, a bit like trying to cap a volcano. The turmoil and the pressure is still building up inside, and every so often those things would just like pop out at completely the wrong time, and literally the cap blew for me at the same time as everything else was going on. So I was pretty overwhelmed, and I really just didn't know what to do. I wasn't even really functioning properly, if I'm brutally honest. And I knew I needed to do something pretty radical. Um, and I always consider myself to be somebody who's pretty switched on. I know what I'm doing, where I'm going. You know, can handle my business. You know, I got it handled. And at that point in time, I had nothing handled, and I knew it. There was no hiding it. So I decided that I needed to do something actually pretty radical. The change that I needed in my life was gonna need to be root and branch. So I decided to do the equivalent of pulling out the kitchen drawer and tipping everything out. So all the stuff that I'd swept under the carpet, everything that I'd sort of pushed down, um, things that I'd shoved in corners and just hoped that they'd go away. Just get it all out. And I actually went through a course that helped me to do that and to look at those things and just say, okay, well, this is it in its entirety. But at the end of that course, I felt completely raw. And I needed a course that was going to help me, or a program, or somebody that was going to be able to help me put myself back together again. But put myself back together again in a way that I was really me and not just this collection of, like the junk drawer that you have in your kitchen. Well, I have a junk drawer, and it is just full of, you're just thinking, why have I got that? Why am I keeping that? What is this? I don't even know what this connects to. It was like trying to say, don't need that, this bit is me, this is me, this is me, and trying to rebuild myself. LMA gave me that tool. That's the point at which I saw Tim's video. And I have to say, Tim, thank you. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Toma. Thank you to the team, because it's changed my life. In 3 and a bit months, it has literally changed my life, because my focus of my life now is about who I'm becoming, who I want to become, and being clear about who that person is. Who is she? What is she? What is she like? What's her character? Who is she? How does she move through the world? And it's about becoming that person. So moving from where I am now towards that person, and closing that gap. And that's been so empowering. I can't tell you. The focus has completely shifted. And the other thing that is happening is that I've no longer got what I felt was like an anchor holding me back to the past. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a completed process yet by any means, but that way anchor that I had is every day that pull is less, and there is more emphasis and more focus and more energy on future me. And trust me, 4 months ago, I would never have done a video like this. Never done Facebook, never. You ask anybody that knows me, like, oh, she's a bit of a Luddite. She doesn't do Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or none of that. The change in myself, sometimes I wake up and I just think, who the heck is she? And it's exciting because I think, my gosh, if that's what's happened in 3.5 months, what does the next 6 months look like? The next year, the next 10 years, the next 20 years? Because one thing I can say is that this journey that I'm on, and the journey that you're about to embark on, once you start, you will not want to stop. You will not want to stop, because the pull of your future self is stronger than the stuff that's behind you. That does not dictate who you become, you do. And this program will help you to do that. If I could say one thing to you, is if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you have tried to sort of man up and do it yourself and pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and done all that good stuff, and you still aren't where you want to be, time to stop sitting on the fence. This course will help you in ways you cannot imagine. So give it a go. You've got nothing to lose and absolutely everything to gain. And if you'd have told me 3.5 months ago that I'd be sitting here today doing this to you, I'd have told you that you were probably smoking something. Not a cat in hell's chance. So if I can make that kind of a shift in a short period of time, then trust me, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Give yourself the present of opening that door. Open that door and see what it can do for you. You've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. I hope this has helped you to at least consider doing this course, but I encourage you, I implore you, give yourself that gift. Anyway, I give you all my best wishes, whatever you decide to do, and take care.